Aquarius, hello. Welcome back to the Tarot Closet. Welcome if you're new to my channel. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Welcome to another Aquarius Tarot. Aquarius Love Tarot, Love Reading, channeled love messages. Messages from your person, from their higher self. A reading where we're going into thoughts, feelings, intentions. What you might need to know. Don't see coming. Next moves, next steps. Is anyone making a move? Let's take a deep dive, Aquarius, and see what is coming through today. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. Please show us what we need to see for Aquarius. Please show us the cards. Aho. The Ten of Wands is here. The Page of Pentacles in reverse. The King of Cups in the upright. The Nine of Cups in the upright, and where their energy is quite strong. The Ace of Pentacles, and that's your mine. In reverse. The King of Swords is in reverse, okay? The Hanged Man, yeah. Okay, Four of Wands. Wow. The Three of Cups in reverse. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Ace of Swords in reverse. You are definitely waiting on someone that you are either not talking to, or there's some kind of a break or communication breakdown, you know? It's definitely an only time will tell kind of energy. Yeah. So but also being really, I would say, sick of waiting, one foot in, one foot out the door. Interesting. The Ten of Wands, Sagittarius energy, is your first card that came down today. And that's definitely like a frustrated kind of energy. It's exhausting here because look what's in the partnership placement. We have the Page of Pentacles in reverse with the Ace of Swords in reverse and the King of Swords in reverse. So somebody totally in their head, not talking about it, struggling obviously around commitment, but also struggling around the communication about it. So whether there's a pause in communication, a breakdown, or you're not talking to this person. King of Swords in reverse. Gemini and Mercury energy and all the air energy, of course, and the Ace of Swords in reverse. Uranus energy as well, Aquarius, as well as Libra and Gemini, I want to say. Feelings. Somebody's struggling with feelings because this is the interesting thing about commitment or just feelings around each of, together, where it's, how they feel or where it's going, like you really being tired of waiting. Look at our Page of Pentacles today. The card I chose for you is the Tarot Closet. Just a reminder, the only place you should be on my verified channel on YouTube. So yeah, if you hear my content, suspect, see it anywhere in any way, shape, or form on other platform, whatever, it means somebody's stealing it. It's not theirs. So keep those messages coming. Sometimes it takes a little longer than others to get rid of them, but we are doing it. The email's in the video description on the About Me page. So our octopus, look, is here in the Page of Pentacles, holding on to the pentacle. They live at the bottom of the ocean. It's surfaced here, holding on to the pentacle. So feelings about commitment, the deeper feelings around that. Also here with the Ace of Swords, somebody who may have not been honest or who's in their head again. The blocks, like what do you want? How do you feel? So around the next level really is what it's about for me, because that's also really validating here with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Next level, what does that mean? Again, sharing the feelings, being more exclusive or serious. Next level, Ten of Pentacles, moving in, long-term energy, marriage, what? You can literally see here the struggle around it, and I want to validate with that page energy. It's not necessarily about chronological, it could be, but it's definitely like a struggling energy. It's a literal around the commitment. It's also around communicating about it. Feelings, communicating about feelings about next level, marriage, whatever. The King of Cups is the master of emotions. One of four kings under our emperor. It's in the upright here, and here's the thing, and it's still like not clear. Right, connected to the Ace of Swords in reverse and the King of Swords in reverse. So there are two of the four kings here, one of which is in reverse. In their head around communication, not communicating. Connected to the Hangman, more validation around the timing. Indecision, only time will tell. Getting a perspective and getting out of there, but things left hanging. You know, you go out of there and you go into the Death card, and things will change or end, or somebody needs to change. It's definitely, it feels like, perhaps I want to say like 1 foot in, 1 foot out the door for you. Maybe you already are. Some of you are not talking and not in contact. Some of you might just have a breakdown in that. There's definitely a very tired energy of waiting. And by the way, this Ten of Pentacles, yeah, it's in reverse. So it's really validating for me around things having stopped or not being discussed. Maybe you were already there in a long-term energy and it was around something more, maybe not. But it's validating around things stopping and not moving. And I do want to validate as well that it's connected. Look to the Four of Wands. And that can be literal around marriage, and the other end, the King of Cups. So feelings, again, about this pentacle that our octopus is holding on to in reverse. Super validating. This is a timing energy for me around the Hangman, so it's like literal here. And on the other end is the Nine of Cups. And I want to tell you something, this peacock, you know, they fluff up their feathers when and they do a little dance, I think, when they're like looking like they're offering commitment or wanting it from the other peacock. And you can see Seven of the Cups here, which does bring in the Seven of Cups to me around some commitment issues, clearly. But we're also seeing the 2 up there, bringing us into the 9. Things coming to fruition. Wish fulfillment energy, again, connecting to the Four of Wands. So I want to validate a couple of things here. First of all, I want to say, if you can see each other, this communication that inevitably will happen, that may have already begun, because I'll tell you about why in a moment. If you can see each other, it will be around at that wedding or at a particular event. A communicative energy around that, but I want to say party, whatever, birthday party. It does feel like it could get pretty emotional, you know? It's actually pretty clear. And for some of you around community, again, like around friends and or family, that kind of energy. Now, what I want to tell you, I want to validate for you that if you are here in real time, hello. If you're here weeks, months, years later, hello. When you're here is when you're meant to be here. So trust the timing of when you find your reading, when your reading finds you. But the Knight of Cups is here. But what I want to validate with you as well is, as I'm channeling for you in real time, yeah, we're out of the Mercury retrograde in Pisces energy. But that was, all of that stuff that wasn't dealt with is still here. Our new moon in Pisces, like some things I feel. And here in the Mercury retro shade, under Aries, is like preparing for that action finally, but still trying to figure it out, and you can actually see it. We're still in this energy of the Hangman, not talking or just communication broken down in some form. So this energy, again, of something that's upcoming, whether it's around an event, a message, phone call, what is here. We have the Knight of Cups in here, and it's both connected to like being tired of waiting and the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So again, around whatever that next level is. Some of you, maybe you just want to know how they feel, or how they feel about the next moving things to another level. Again, for some of you, that's really clear that it's around marriage or long-term energy. So what has this Knight of Cups got going on in here? It's the other, I think it's actually here. It is. Okay. Yeah, look, it's the other swan. If you've been following me here at the Tarot Closet for a while, or maybe you're new and, maybe you haven't been, I'll just tell you that I have a very strong affinity with the swan energy. It is a soul connection energy. Whether things are moving forward or not, or they're stopped with someone, it doesn't change that inherent fact, And here we have the swan, sort of like waiting on the other swan. This night energy, which can be iffy sometimes, but it's this energy of, what's in that cup, the feelings. The cup is in front of the sun, and there's a messenger here. Let me show you. So, and right below it is the King of Cups. and the lack of clarity, but the clarity coming in, it's also leading here to the Nine of Cups, the Four of Wands. Again, so if you're seeing each other or messages, phone calls, whatever, it's like finally getting some answers. Communicate. Yeah, gosh. Six of Wands. Clarity. Here, communication. So whether it's breaking a silence, getting out of no contact, or just getting out of the very broken down communication energy, they want to get your attention. The Six of Wands also connecting with that Knight of Cups who just said, you know, I'm the overall energy today. They want to get your attention. So I want to validate whether it's around a gathering or an event, an art event, music, whatever, family, community energy, friends. Really strong, actually. It does feel emotional, actually. What they have to say you want to hear, it's definitely connecting with the wish fulfillment energy. What that means, what it changes, where it goes is going to be very specific for you. Yeah, the Ten of Cups is in reverse and the Eight of Pentacles. It's not really worked out. So whether you were there, building a life together or preparing to or wanting to, or again, or you were there and something happened, it's really validating also with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse that there needs to be it needs to be worked out. It's just not. Eight of Pentacles, and we're looking again at the Ten of Pentacles. Some of you might be in no contact, no communication, and or in separation. The King of Pentacles is here in the upright. The Three of Wands in reverse. It's literally what you're waiting on. The reciprocity around feelings, but more importantly, the reciprocity around being aligned and feeling the same way, like wanting the same things. Waiting on that. Look, the Six of Pentacles is connected right here to the Three of Wands in reverse, the delay. Also the delay possibly for some of you in the Four of Wands around communicating and or about marriage. Specific energy, but that is a reunion energy. Connecting with the Mercury and Cancer energy of our Three of Cups in reverse again around maybe some kind of party, the emotional intensity around it. And some of you might have already had that kind of conversation that got things here as well. Somebody not being clear and honest, making some not so great decisions. So on the other end of the delay, around that is the Six of Pentacles. What are they giving here? On the other end is the King of Pentacles. I feel like it's something that you want to hear, Aquarius. What that means and what that might change. Also, because when you get out of the Hangman, you go into the Death card. And that's some pretty big changes. Some things are ending, transforming, another chance. It really just depends on your situation. But it's looking very, I say suspiciously loosely because it's not really what I mean. But it's looking, I got to bring in this energy for you, okay? Yeah, Temperance is here. Either way, that it's looking like this truth and this clarity is finally coming, and there are, decisions to be made. Look, the Hierophant is here. That's exactly what this energy has been. And I'll tell you what else is here in just a moment, okay? Look at our beautiful King of Pentacles today. It reminds me of the autumn, pre-winter cows here in Austria. From the Alps, we have these. They get dressed up. Excuse me, the farmers, because they're living on the Alps. Throughout the season when it's not winter, and it's before winter, and they literally get dressed like this. They celebrate them. They bring them down. They're getting ready to go into the barns to come out before the winter comes. So it's interesting. It kind of has that energy, how they're coming in, a little bit of celebratory energy. But this King of Pentacles, first of all, it's Virgo and Mercury. Obviously, what's on their mind, what the communication is about. And it's also like, look, it's here with the Nine of Cups around somebody who wants to talk about this finally, breaking the silence, ending no contact, or just getting out of this energy of delay, I feel like, around it. Super clear. Look at this. Around just clarity, like what happened or where are we going? How do you feel? Do you, like, just finally getting some answers, whatever that's going to mean for you in the direction you want to take. the timing energy is strong here. So obviously could be looking at that energy of that you've been ready and they weren't, you know, that sort of energy. So the Hierophant is here. And that is a card of commitments, major arcana. Yeah, it's can also be around marriage. Could even be including possibly some paperwork that's been involved, but it's slow-moving energy. It's a long-term energy. It's also telling me that there might be some things that need to be worked out, which I feel like is the case anyway. Could it be including for some that there's third parties around other people, romantic or otherwise, that maybe are part of the delay, a distance, or other people in somebody's energy feeling like, well, you got to do it this way. They have a lot of expectations on them, you. Perhaps you haven't been in alignment also, like seeing it a different, like where you were heading or where you're heading. Whatever the case is, that's really strongly connected to the commitment, obviously, and for some of you, including marriage, which, by the way, can be around this energy of the Knight of Cups and proposal energy. You're getting truth, you're getting clarity, and it's no more validating for me than the moon in reverse. I want to show you the energy today. Look, the wolf looking over here into the water at their reflection. And it's also for you, of you getting clarity and truth in what it is you're waiting for, because you're definitely tired of it if you even still are, some of you. But getting the truth, the rebalancing energy here in Temperance, I like that a lot. It's an Archangel Michael energy. And restoring balance and harmony and the patience that's been going on. Look, for some of you, literal, look, this frog, which could be like a frog turning into a prince, or the Knight of Cups. Whether you're here for it or not, I can see it and feel it. So timing, maybe the timing's just off. Whatever the case is, I like that, because Archangel Michael, this is connected to the heart chakra, by the way. And Archangel Michael just wants to get everybody on the path to the truth for everybody's highest good. And that is what is being revealed in the moon, connected to the King of Cups in reverse. The moon connects to the tide around the emotions. And what has been hiding or hasn't been seen is coming, is like, finally. And as we are in this Mercury retro shade energy under Aries, all that stuff that's been getting held back, all the emotions here, it's like now just trying to kind of put ducks in a row. You could say swans in a row, but line up their ducks in a row to get this information to you. It is coming through here now, but I want to say in a way of communicating, because look, we can see here the Queen of Swords also in reverse, validating some lack of truth. Like, you need to know truth and clarity, and also being honest with yourself. Sorry, I'm just looking here. Again, coming here with the Six of Wands. And it's interesting because look where it went. It's right on the other end of the King of Swords in reverse, the counterpart to the Queen of Swords. Very validating energy for me around the lack of communication. Both of you here, it's not about gender, not even the signs that might be resonating for a lot of you anyway with the Gemini and the Libra energy in them. Yeah, but again, just being in your head as well and getting some truth and clarity, revealing what you maybe need to look at or have, or need to be honest with yourself about, of what you're waiting for, or maybe not anymore, or where you want to go from here. Because you are waiting. Look at this, the Five of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles. This is 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Maybe completely out, but it's definitely an energy of waiting, like for being really patient and waiting for things to go a certain way. And again, whether you want to continue being in that energy or not anymore is entirely up to you, of course. It all is. I'm just the messenger if this is your reading. But it's clear around the wait, and we do have the Six of Pentacles here. So that's what you want to know. Like, do you feel the same way about me, or do you feel the same way about moving in this direction? And it feels, yeah, like truths are going to be revealed, and they're getting, look at, just showed at the bottom of the deck in the Oracle. Yeah, and it is coming out here. The truth and clarity is here. And again, where you go with that is up to you. But this frog kind of turning into a prince energy is interesting. There are trust issues here. I just want to show you the healer card I wanted to show. And that's obviously an energy of healing. We can see a snake. There's swarming an infinity here. And you can see that their skin is shedding. And that does take me into the death card energy of coming out of the hangman and going into that energy. So changes, endings, rebirth, transformation, whether it's moving forward together or apart. It is this cycle. And it does feel still kind of emotionally a little bit messy somehow, but things haven't been worked out. I do like this energy because a snake has to shed its skin. You know, it's not possible. They won't survive. It's got to come off, and it just does inevitably. Oracle, which I'm not reading in reverse. Look at the bottom of the deck. Union is here. So that's a very specific kind of energy. But I want to validate too. You can see the two hands coming together. It's like connecting with this wreath. If you're a twin flame, that energy is here. It might be specific around the timing. Not everybody is a twin flame, cares or believes in it. So, you know, take what is yours for sure. Let the rest go. It is an energy for me today, for specifically around the communication as well, of them wanting to get your attention. And again, it could be a literal reunion of seeing each other at the event, the art show, the concert, the wedding, the party, the birthday party, whatever, the gathering around friends and or family. Some of you might see each other in person. I like this, look. It's good fortune. And I like this. First of all, you're in this energy, Aquarius. This is the Wheel of Fortune energy for me. And one, it's a turning point. It's coming out of the Hermit. It's where this person has been, and you, kind of separately, I feel like, maybe together, but getting some clarity and truth. And you come in here and it's a turning point. It's a new cycle. It's connected to the throat chakra, communication. What they have to say, you want to hear. So does this bring in the possibilities, I wouldn't say offer, but of decisions around the future? Yeah. And it does look like it could potentially for sure be leading into something really positive in terms of being together. But it really is not up to me. And it really could just go either way. But what I do like here is it is a turning point. Look at the hope here with the rainbow on the World card. It's like after the storm energy, the hopeful energy, it's right above the World. This also brings in your energy, and it's telling me that it is the end of this cycle. We are moving into literally your energy, into the Fool, Aquarius. A new path. Are you taking a chance together, apart? Life-changing decisions here. Completing the picture for the two of you, whether it's the talk about it for the future or you start implementing it together or not. That can connect to marriage. I want to validate that. I want to validate as well if we are looking at, the moves here to marriage and, or again, next level, whatever that is. But for some of you, it could also be around distance or somebody, as I was saying that, I keep going here and pointing at this key in the Hierophant. It could be literal too around, you could say locations in terms of relocating, like if we're looking at keys to a house kind of energy. Now that's super specific, but it just kept wanting me to send that message through. And life-changing decisions here in general. This hopeful energy, the new cycle in our good fortune card. And hello, by the way, if you are in Ireland with our 4-leaf clover here. Of the future possibilities here. Yeah, I mean, it's here. What is the wish? For now, for the possibility, together or apart. Perseverance is here with the World. Earth Mother. This is Empress energy. And you can see the abundance look here with all the flowers, and you can see the pomegranate. I mean, that's very strong Empress energy around new beginnings, abundance. We could be looking at a family kind of energy for some of you. timing again. Our leader of all 12 star signs. A strong, open emotional energy is really strong here. And I have to say, it does come through around somebody being ready for long-term energy. It's just, do you still have both feet in? You know what I mean? Grounded. I like that for you. Look at this. And it's connecting literally to the world card, which is also, this is what this is for me. It's like the earth, the world. The arms are wrapped around it. There's the emotional energy. There's the roots. Grounded energy connects me to the root chakra and the centered energy of like, I know what I want. I know what I'm going to do. I know what I want. It connects to I know what I want and I know what I'm going to do. So that's definitely around this, maybe frog to prince energy around this person, but it's yours as well. Getting grounded. Because this root chakra energy also connects me to this world card in our oracle today. Because that's connected to the root chakra. Also, the emperor energy is in there. You know, around our cardinal sign, our leader, like that's it. This is, I'm strategizing. I know what I want. So it's connecting around this person. It's connecting to you. It could obviously go either way. What do you want? It's also connecting to perseverance. Is there an energy for some of you that you just don't believe it? You're not sure. Of course. I mean, you can see the dreamer card here. Look, it's kind of connected to that, what could be considered Pisces energy, like head in the clouds. But we also see it's pretty clear, like their head is out of the clouds. They can see here and they're in a boat. Like, where am I going? What direction? It has some Seven of Cups energy around the commitment issues around this person, but also for you sort of like thinking about things and fantasizing about what was or what could be or what is. So if that is you, because I don't think that's for everybody, it is also this energy of, okay, wait a minute, you know, of getting clear about that. And if it's not for you, that's what I wanted to say, and getting out of that hangman energy and going into the death card. If for you, that means like moving on. That's very specific. But it's also here with perseverance, the world card grounded around you, like you know what you want, whoever or whatever it entails. But it's about this conversation. Oh my gosh, look at the last two oracle today. There is the world again. There's two people on it in sort of this mouth that's open, and it's called the voice. And it's here with inner vision, which connects me to the third eye chakra around the self-awareness and seeing things. That's connecting to the moon, which we have here in reverse, truth and clarity. It connects to the hermit, getting truth and clarity. It connects to the high priestess, revealing, trusting your intuition, clarity, decisions. The death card, where it's going. This conversation is, I feel like, one that really does change everything here. And the potential and the possibilities are very, very strong. So whether it's, again, coming together in person, via message, phone, email, whatever, it's clear that there's a lot of hopeful energy here, but you know more what you want. And if not, it's definitely a call to get into that energy. So maybe it's not what you want anymore. Maybe it is, and they've got to step up. That's a conversation, and it's a life-changing one, and it's around life-changing decisions, the voice. Wow. Really super clear. And again, around this inner vision, look, the north, the direction kind of energy, true north. Here with this inner vision, the third eye chakra, which, by the way, does connect us to, and this just fell off, which, by the way, does connect us to the judgment energy. Yeah. Archangel Gabriel connected in that energy, the third eye chakra. Clarity, final decision, wake up energy. For them, for you. The tarot closet. Gosh, there's a lot to say here. Channeled love messages, messages from your person, from their higher self. So they've sent down, and it was me, not you energy. I see that now. There is some kind of an apologetic energy. I just looked and the camera wasn't recording. I'm not really sure where it ended. I'm pretty sure it wasn't that long ago. I'll just validate that the bottom of the deck and the love messages, it was me, not you came in. And it's here with inner vision. Again, like, I know I see this. I know this. I have clarity. I want to talk about this. And what I was saying when I looked up is that it also brings in this energy of like some kind of an apology. I don't think this is about an apology necessarily. But what I was saying is sort of like that frog into the swan, like in the Knight of Cups Prince energy, but a rebalancing here, stepping up in temperance. There's a lot of patience that's, I think, for sure been here around you. So there is also an apology, but again, I feel like it's not necessary. It's not like this is a reading where here's an apology. It's just part of what's coming through. I have so many regrets. It was me, not you. And I'm also wondering if somebody here was or has been putting work or money before the connection. That's really super specific. It could be. Please wait for me. It's here right on the waiting, 1 foot, maybe 2 feet out, 7 of Pentacles, but also Earth Mother. And on the other end, grounded. Like that strong energy that's been here of like, I know what I want. Because it's also around them. Look, I'm hiding my true feelings. Well, yeah, Moon in reverse, they're coming. Knight of Cups, they're there. Please never give up on us. Here with Perseverance, the World card. The big rainbow leading up to the Hierophant. We will be together again someday. It's on Temperance, on the frog. Connecting with union, 4 of Wands. It could also be indicating that energy of marriage, should that be the case. Don't ever change. What is that about? It's very specific. Here, oh, here it is. Look, please forgive me. So it is here. Again, I do not feel like it's like that's what is the main message here, but it's here. You deserve so much more. Please forgive me. I am sending telepathic messages. Yeah, that's strong. And that's coming through also with the High Priestess energy that's been strong, connected to the third eye chakra here. Hermit energy. Again, the Death card isn't here, but it's strong for me. And the Moon in reverse, which is here. You are so beautiful. So that's obviously a chivalry. Why can I never say that word? Around what they're saying, connecting to our Knight of Cups. Revealing that you are my biggest wish. The last channeled love message from your person, Aquarius, asking, can you feel my love? It's going here with our King of Pentacles, the cow. Just brought in some kind of energy, if it's that. For some of you, maybe around platonic and or physical, and there's been like, I want to go beyond this. Super specific message, and one that's coming very late, but here it is. I wanted to commit. Beautiful Aquarius, that is your reading today. Thank you for joining me at the Tarot Closet. I will see you next time.